Okay, guys, so welcome back to the final round. My name is Jake. So we are going to be doing a little. Hold on a second. Oh, hold on. My bad, guys. We're back. Uh, I just did a video about Lamont Roach. We're going to do one out about this man, Isaac Pitbull Cruz. I love him, dude. He's awesome. He's so good. Man, we really have been searching for that next great Mexican all action fighter. We had Eric Morales. We had Barrera. I'm at the lower weights. Marquez too. And even though Manny is Filipino, he always fought like a Mexican because he's nuts, but he's Manny. Yeah, he's right. He fights Manny. He fights Pacquiao, and his son just got his son. I feel bad for his son, man. He just got a draw. That sucked. I was kind of knowing he wasn't gonna win. Like, come on, dude. Nobody gets free wins these days unless you pay for them. Um. So yeah. So we arrive here with Isaac Pitbull Cruz at this point against Lamont Roach. At an interesting crossroads in his career. He's a great fighter. I've always been a big fan of him. He's young. He's 27. He's got a whole career ahead of him. And he really could be one of the great Mexican stars. And he sort of already is. Like when he was fighting against Rolly Romero, which I'll get to in a little bit, because that was the greatest moment of all time. Because Raleigh's I fucking hate Raleigh. And the thing is, I was almost rooting for Garcia. That's how much I hate Rolly Romero. I didn't. I just I just decided to hate watch the fight and not root for either guy. I was hoping for a draw. Uh, I mean, fight wasn't that good, so maybe it should have been a draw. It should have been a draw. Um, but honestly, like I love Pitbull Cruz. He's awesome. The fact that he's ranked like 26 super lightweight is a fucking embarrassment. It's an embarrassment that he's ranked at super lightweight, and Jose Valenzuela, who is a good fighter, I understand this, but the fact that Jose Valenzuela he is ranked above him. I know he's got beat by Gary Antoine Russell, but like, come on, let's not do this. Hold on a second, I gotta check something, guys. Be right back. We're back, guys. Sorry about that. So yeah, so I mean, I don't like it, but whatever. So Pitbull Cruz, all action Mexican fighter, one of my favorite. I mean, he's got to be one of my favorite. He's one of my favorite fighters fighting right now, and also because he beat Rolly Romero, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, so former world champion, great fighter, um, and he's been awesome for a really good time, and he even though he's got three losses, they're all like really kind of not bad losses. I mean, he suffered an early loss to a guy in his career in 2016, but he was 2016. Let's be honest here, guys. He turned pro 10 years ago, and he was 17. And a lot of these Mexican fighters, they start fighting when they're so young, so they don't really have amateur careers. Because yeah, there is an amateur scene in Mexico, but it pretty much is you turn pro when you're 18 or 19 or 17, and it's what like the guy who had the draw against Muhammad Yakubov this past weekend, Christian Cruz, right? He was like what 28-7 or something like that. And it's called you learn. It's kind of how it is. You learn on the job, and if you suffer a draw or you suffer a loss, it's kind of just like how it is. Okay, we'll suffer it and then move on. Okay, because they're fighting. He had 5 fights 2015. He had one, two, three, four, five. He had 10 fights in the first 2 years. That means he's fighting every couple months, which is big. So he loses the first fight. He has a draw early in his career. Didn't fight anybody of massive note. Gets into a fight against Jose Felix, who's a good fighter. Who was a good fighter in my is he's still fighting, but He's 41-7-1. He's a good fighter. He got beat the crap out of by Lewis Crocker recently. Uh, yeah, because he missed weight. Crocker missed weight for that. But yeah, he's been sent over to get beat up by like Sandro Martin and Tyrone McKenna. But he was a good fighter. He was a good fighter for sure. He gave a hell of an effort to Brian Vasquez. All right, come on. Okay, so he beats Jose Felix, knocks him out in 3 rounds. Good win for him. He takes on Diego Magdaleno. That was an awesome knockout. He knocked him out in 1 round. It was crazy. Magdaleno was 32-3. That was a big one. Like, whoa, he could fight. Beat the hell out of Jose Romero. He did lose some points for low blows, but whatever. And then he took on Francisco Vargas, knocked him out. I'm gonna actually check. Was he a lightweight champion? This is a problem with BoxRec. I've tried using the whole boxing scene thing, and it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. It doesn't work. Okay, so I'm not losing my mind then. He's only fought for one, then, correct? Okay. Yeah, I remember you knocked him out there. Uh, I don't. What the hell is going on? Yeah. Okay. My bad. So we get to his fight against Tank Davis. Oh, God damn it! What man? Oh, my bad, guys. So he arrives his fight with Tank Davis. He's 2 weeks. He was a late replacement because Rolly Romero had the harassment shit, whatever. Um, I remember being a dick, whatever happened there. Um, and he gets in there, and it was fucking close. It was a close fight. Um, I do believe he lost, but I think, the two cards giving it 115 and 113 are correct. I think Tank won 7 rounds. Cruz, it was pretty clear that Tank won at least 6 rounds. I don't know if you can give Cruz 6 rounds. I don't know. It's you definitely give him 3 or 4 or 5, definitely. But giving him 6 or 7, I don't know. It's possible. You definitely can. Not like out of own possibility. Pressuring coming at him, and I love his style. And and one thing Cruz made a mistake in that fight is at times he let Tank fight his fight, and I think he learned from that because you know he gets back his next fight, takes on former world champion, great fighter Yurko Scambola, whose career was great but could have been much better, honestly. Um, he had so much more potential than he ended up fulfilling, but that's a different story. He knocked him out in 5 rounds. That was an awesome knockout. He beat the shit out of him, dropped him like 3 times, rounds 2, 3, 4. Oh my bad. Finished him in round 5, and I'm thinking, okay, yeah, here we go, man. And this was a time where Cruz was just coming forward, sitting there and just throwing shots. And he took on Eduardo Ramirez in his next fight, and he knocked him down twice in round 2. He beat the shit out of him. He really did. Um, and then he takes on Giovanni Cabrera, who was kind of talking some shit. Bum. They fought 2023 T-Mobile Arena. It's kind of funny because he actually went. Cabrera's got knocked out by Williams Zagura before recently. Oh my God, Ricardo Quiroz who just lost to Carlos Balderas. Oh my God, Carlos Balderas, a good fighter, but yeah, not as good as you thought. So, yeah. So the Cabrera fight happens. Here's the thing. He would have won by majority decision if he didn't get the point taken away for doing for smashing his fucking head against for bashing his damn head against Cabrera. Because the cards were because he would have had the point because Glenn Feldman scored at 114, 113, which means he had it a draw, and then Benoit, Roussel, and Dontrella had it for Cruz. They had it 115, 112, 114, 113, respectively. And they would have scored at 116, 112, and 115, 113. So he would have won by majority, not unanimous majority decision. I don't think that Cabrera deserved a draw. I personally don't think so. It wasn't the greatest performance by Cruz. He did have moments, but wasn't the best fight for him. But hey, he won, got it done. But even though people were saying that, like, when he fought Raleigh for the WBA lightweight title, everybody, or super lightweight title, or was it super lightweight? Yeah, super lightweight title. Everybody thought that, okay, Cruz is going up. Is he going to have the power? Is he going to have the strength? This guy, because everyone talks about he was a pretty small lightweight. He wasn't the biggest lightweight in the world, but you could tell he had some more muscle to him and some more carry. And Cruz was going, oh yeah, and Raleigh was talking shit. And I'm thinking, okay, we all know Raleigh. Right? We all know Raleigh fucking. We all know Raleigh lost to Tank and he got his ass knocked out, but like he had the fight with with fucking Barroso, which that was a whole crock of shit the whole fight. So we're thinking, okay, he won the title, and I was pissed. I'm like, fuck, man, god damn it, he's just gonna fucking beat Cruz and everything's gonna ruin. I was hoping he'd get his ass kicked. Come on, he's only fought twice since fought Manuel James and then Ryan Garcia, which is great, by the way. Even though I don't like him. God, BoxRec, God fucking damn you. Can you let me just go back, please? Jesus Christ. Okay, so the Rolly Romero fight happens and he beats the shit out of him. And it was great. It was awesome. He dropped him, and it was round one he dropped him? Or, well, no, he hadn't really hurt round one. I remember dropping him. He really hurt him badly. And he might not have dropped him, but he was on him he kept coming at him all around 7 or 8. You could just see Raleigh was starting to fade. And it was a good stoppage by the referee. But Cruz was just unloading with shots, and then when he won, he was like, wow! Pitbull. I was like, yeah, that was the fight. I already liked him. I fell in love with him. I was like, I fucking love this guy. He's awesome. He comes to fight. Yeah, he's a Mexican fighter. And I'll never forget Mauro Ronaldo on the call going, Cruz has done it! Viva Mexico! He said, like, Viva Mexico! I love Ron. I really hope he's doing the broadcast. I don't know if he's going to be. I mean, it might be the guy they've had doing it for the last couple of years, but forgot his name. He's okay at the guy now, but he can't be Mauro Ronaldo. Mamma mia! Wow, they hit Brazil so hard. They're feeling it in Brazil. Mamma mia! What a KO! That's my favorite one of all time. I like the one where he goes, he hit him. He's moving like a shopping cart. I love Mauro. Him or Jim Mapley should have done the Colin Cross broadcast, but John Ennick's gotta do it. John Ennick's gotta do it. I thought John Ennick was okay, but he wasn't like excited. Like, there wasn't war. The Billy and Lester Martinez fight, he was kind of like, all right, it's a good, like, yeah. I don't know. Whatever. That's a different thing for a different time. he beats Raleigh, and then he loses to fucking Jose Valenzuela. I'm like, fuck. Honestly, I thought he won the fight, but Valenzuela boxed well, and he got the title, and then lost it right away. And lost. He lost to the Gary Antoine Russell, so he then gets in there. He beat Angelo Fierro, and then beat Omar Salcido Gomez, and he arrives here at the Lamont Roach fight. And it's interesting. You look at his career, and like most Mexican fighters, he can be outboxed. He can be out finessed. They're not the perfect boxers, but they're good boxers. They're not bad boxers. It's just that their style is pressure, come forward, cause chaos. You, you know, sit in your chest, get inside, chop that, chop that wood for round after round, and they'll throw a lot of chopping wood, and then they'll go uppercut, and they'll throw all these big shots at you and big overhands. And Cruz has a big right hand, will go and he'll throw a freaking massive right hand, and he's just like body. Oh, he hit Raleigh with some shot where he sort of dipped, and then he went by like this. So he went like this, body, and then he went back and he threw a right. And Raleigh was like, "Oh shit!" He got cooked by it. It was awesome. And I love Raleigh. Oh, Cruz has it! It was great. It was awesome, man. So I love Pitbull Cruz. I do. It's who am I picking? We'll see when I make the big boxing weekend preview show, probably tomorrow. Because I honestly haven't picked anybody yet. I mean, when I was making the Roach video, I'm leaning towards Roach. I'm making the Pitbull video, I'm leaning towards Pitbull. I don't know. It's gonna be great. I'm excited. Pitbull Cruz, he's 27 though. He's young, 27 years old. He's already a former world champion. Has a chance to become a 2-time world champion. And and I'll say this: no matter what, whether he wins or loses this fight, or his career goes up or goes down, I'll always be tuning in, if I can, to watch an Isaac Pitbull. I will always be tuning in to watch a Pitbull Cruz fight, always, because he's almost always pretty exciting and fun to watch. So that's gonna do it, guys. Thanks for watching this video. My name is Jake. We'll see what happens. We'll see who wins. I am excited to see Pitbull Cruz, but I do love him. He's awesome. All action fighter, brings it all the time with that Mexican style, and really excited to see how him and Roach. I'm expecting Roach to box. I'll talk about this in the video about the fights, but I'm expecting Roach to try to outbox him. But we'll see. It should be a good fight, and even if Roach doesn't want it to be a good fight, Cruz at some point will make it a good fight. So that's good. All right, guys. Once again, my name is Jake. Thanks for watching. Remember, the greatest fighters always leave it all in the final round. This guy definitely does. See you guys. Bang. Romero's hurt. Bang.